Alright, hello. My last video for 2025. This is Philip Fieldy Music. And um, going to go through albums I remember or even want to talk about. Like, if I kind of remember listening to an album, I don't have anything to say. I'm just going to leave it off. I mean, there might be a few examples here, but I'm just going through which ones I remember listening to. It's a long list, so it might be a minute doing this one. So it's 159 albums. So let's go ahead and start it off. So I'm just ranking them, as you can see, from A to F. There's an A plus in there too for ones I want to give a little extra shine to. There are A albums. I wouldn't say 100% that I wouldn't do a no skip for any of them, so I'm not going to do any of that. But yeah. And some of these are based off of too, like the time of the year, which most of these are based on how they came out. There might be a few exceptions to that, but yeah. So like if it comes out like in September and I hadn't spent too much time with it, then I may not have much to say about it at all, or my score might not be as accurate as it will be in the future. But to be honest, my score changes all the time for everything I listen to. So anyways, we will start with Bad Bunny with Debí Tirar Más Fotos. This is one of the first albums of the year that I got into, and I was never really been a Bad Bunny guy before, so this was exciting for me because I really did like it. So, I mean, with songs like Nuevo Yol and this is I'm trying to think of some the title track, and also like I'm blanking on the name of the song. But it's about it said La Mañana Cafe and La Tarde Rum and La Tarde Rum, I believe it, or something like that. Yeah, I like that one a lot too. So I'll put it in the A. I'm moving stuff all over the place, so let's not do that. And I think I know why. It's because I'm on my studio thing. I'm not on the here. Here we go. So we'll put that in A. Boom. Never done one to this size. I put a lot of time into this, by the way. So it was pretty rough because I had to put all these in like order. Let me go back and see how that looks because I may have to like shrink this down. There's gonna be a lot in this. That's okay. That doesn't matter there. I may have to scroll through it. I don't know. I'll try to make it work. Anyway, that's my first day. Alright, so now we have Ethel Cain Perverts. The first of two albums she put out this year. I know this one counts as an EP, but it's an hour and a half long, so I don't think of it that way. And also, I don't know, the line of EP and mixtape and studio album is all pretty small, and it kind of like blends and crosses over all the time. So I kind of have a hard time, you know, not counting it here. So I am going to count it here. I wasn't a big fan of it though, to be honest. It was, I mean, it's an hour and a half long, you know, like droney, kind of like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not a big fan of that, to be honest. I was just kind of like, okay, I prefer the other stuff better that they've done. So I'm going to put this in the D category. I was not a big fan. I didn't hate it. I mean, there might have been a few tracks on it that I was okay with, but nah. Next we had Tremonti. I've never heard the Tremonti album before. The album's called The End Will Show Us How. But there's a few tracks on there I liked. I put them on my like potential year-end list, and I put this album too. So, but at the end of the day, after all these albums came out and all these other potentials came out, because I had 98 albums to choose from for my year-end albums part, I was like, that just doesn't measure up at all. And parts of it are pretty bland. So I'm gonna put this in the B category. Not bad. I would even say good, but it's, you know, not great. Next we have Mac Miller, Balloonerism. Not been a big Mac Miller fan either. And this is, I believe, the second eponymous album. Is that how you pronounce it, or is that the right term? Second album after his death. But I guess he had put a lot of work into this one too. But it didn't do much for me at all. It didn't really make me more into a Mac Miller fan at all. It's kind of like, whatever. There might have been a few tracks I kind of liked on it, but it wasn't in my year list at all. But I didn't dislike it. It was kind of just there. So I'm going to put it in C. Alright, so the next one, I put an A and B version on this one because I know FKA Twigs, she put out 3 albums this year, and they're all here. But I put the Afterglow one more about when it came out. But I won't put these two together, so I can just talk to them about at one point. But the original Eusexual and then the redo. Or the second version of it. So the original one, I liked it a lot at the time. I've kind of grown off of it now, though, over time. My wife thought this was probably my album of the year just based on when it first came up. I was like, man, there's a lot more albums coming out. And I just like, yeah, I'm playing it a lot now, but that doesn't mean anything. But like, I liked a lot of tracks on there. Strip Tease, Childlike Things, Drums of Death. There's a lot of good stuff on there. But like I said, it was kind of growing off on me towards when I started doing year-end lists and everything. And then the second version, I didn't like it as much at all, and it did remove like Childlike Things and a few other tracks. I mean, it added some other ones too, but yeah, it just wasn't the same. I felt like it was kind of like unnecessary, but I mean, it's her vision. That's what she wants to do, but I'm being true to myself. I didn't really like it as much, so I'm gonna put the original Eusexual in the B category, and I'll put the redo. I mean, it wasn't awful, so I'm gonna put it right next to Mac. Next, we have The Weeknd, Hurry Up Tomorrow. Very good album, except for it very bloated. That's my only problem with it, but it's not enough for me to like knock it too hard. Some really good stuff off of there, and if it's if it's a Weeknd name, it's a good fitting album to go out on. But and it's the end of this the trilogy too of the last couple albums, Dawn FM and I'm blanking on the other name of the one with Blinding Lights on it. So I'm gonna put this in A. I thought it was a good album. Would be even better, maybe even A plus if it had trimmed it a little bit. All right, well, you may hear some fireworks going off because it is New Year's Eve. All right, so next we have Squid, Cowards. Now I didn't love this one as much as I did the last album, but I did think it was good. It had some good moments to it, but I don't think it's great. So I am gonna put it in the B. I have to drink some water every now and then because man, we're not even breaking the top 10 yet. I might as well strap in. Might be here for a while. I tell my son, my oldest son, he's waiting for me to go to bed with him because he ain't going to sleep without me there. So, but I was like, hey, you're going to have to wait a little while. I promised myself I would knock this out tonight. So this is going to be done before I go to sleep. So next is Alessia Cara, which I was a big fan of, like when her first single, or the first big single here, and a bunch of other ones that came out on that first time that I know of it. Maybe she had some other albums before that, but the album with Here on it I was a big fan of that album. I'm forgetting the name of it now, but yeah, but this was not doing too much for me. I think it is good though, and I've heard some weaker stuff from her before, but this one's okay. Better, I would say it's good. So I'm gonna put it in the B as well. So it might be a lot of B's here. In fact, there's so many of them. I think it's probably gonna be like bloated Weeknd album. All right, then we have a Horse Girl, Phonetics, On and On. And while there are some tracks on it, I thought it was pretty cool overall. I just thought it was kind of like a whatever. So I'll put it in C. Lacuna Coil, Sleepless Empire. Yeah, this was not bad at all. I thought it was pretty good. Christina Scabbia's vocals are great, and can't remember the guy's name in it, but his vocals are great too. Great guitar playing. I mean, I don't love it, but I thought it was good, so I am gonna put it in the B as well. Baths, Gut. Yeah, some quirky instrumentation on this one, quirky lyrics as well. It's weird as well. Um, I watched some tracks off of this one. I thought it was a good album overall. Can't remember too much to say about it, but at the time, that's what I wrote down. I feel like it's a B. So another one of the B. And Rebecca Black Salvation. This one I did like a lot of tracks off of it, but there's a few that kind of bring it down for me from great. But I love Sugar Water Cyanide. It's one of my favorite songs of last year when it dropped as a single. The title track is good as well. Um, yeah, some good stuff off this one. But like I said, there was a few that brought it down for me. And it's not even that long of an album. It's like what, nine tracks or 7 tracks? It's short. Alright, now this one, Panda Bear, Sinister Grift, grew on me a lot. When I first, couple times I heard it, I probably would have put it in the B category. But over the time of the year, it's grown on me a lot. It's very Beach Boys-esque. Um, yeah, some psychedelic pop stuff to it. But like I said, it grew on me a lot. And I have heard every Animal Collective album. It was a deep dive I did at one point. I've never done a Panda Bear album, but this is my first solo album by him, and I thought it was pretty good. So, very good actually. So I'll put it in A. Alright, Tori Amos, the music of Tori and the Muses. I'm a big fan of Tori. I've been a big fan of her for a long time. I wish I could say it's from the first album, but I didn't hear it. I heard the second one first, and I loved it. It took me a while. I'll be honest. When I first heard her popping up on my alternative rock stations, I was like, "What the heck is this? This is no grungy guitar or anything like that." So, but she is so talented, and I've been a big fan ever since Under the Pink. But I did go back to Little Earthquakes, and I loved it as well. But this was a children's album, but I don't really feel like it is a children's album when I listen to it. It's just so much talent and the piano in it. It's a very complicated album for a children's album, but I think it's really good though. So I am going to put it in the A category. Next we have Lady Gaga Mayhem. This one, I mean, there's a few tracks I didn't really dig, but mostly I liked it. And I probably would have put it in an A category. I just don't like that they put Die With A Smile clipped in at the end. It just kind of ruins the whole vibe of the whole album, to be honest. And it doesn't fit with the rest of it. It's just tagged in, and it just messes with me every time. But I really do love like Abracadabra and Garden of Eden. Disease has grown on me a lot. So I'll put that in the B category just because I'm not putting these in like how I feel on each one, but I'm just gonna put them in the score. And like I said, the stuff could change. That's really my biggest problem with the Mayhem album. All right, next we have Spiritbox Tsunami C. Never listened to a full Spiritbox album before. Courtney LaPlante's vocals are good, but I don't know. It just didn't do much for me, to be honest. I was kind of like, meh. So not bad, not great either, so I'm just going to put it in the C. Alright, clipping. I've been a big clipping guy for a long time. Even one of my friends the other day, I think I mentioned this in the videos too, they said, "Man, you're still riding with them?" I'm like, yeah. I'm a ride or die fan for clipping. Have been for a long, long time. They won me over. I mean, I heard their first album, and I think at first I didn't really get it. The next one I was kind of like, okay. Yeah, it took me a while. I remember the night I was listening to it, I was driving around town, and I was like, one track just kind of like started speaking to me, and I was like, and it just won me over, and I went back, and I was like, okay, I finally get them now. And while they have had many different eras over their time, I mean, this is like their 5th or 6th album, if I'm not mistaken. I thought it was still really good. This time they're going for more like a hacker, techno, like techie kind of like way of doing it compared to their horrorcore stuff from the last couple. But I really did like it though. So put it in A. I mean, it has that Change the Channel song on it, which I love a lot. Ooh, I just had some deja vu. That's kind of weird. I do this. uh, got that Ally X stuff happening in the future where the happiness is going to get you thing. Ooh, give me kind of shivers. I hope 2026 is a good year. Let's move on to Steven Wilson, the overview. I mean, I haven't given this one too many listens, so I want to. It's going to be just based off what I feel at the time, but I thought it was a good album, to be honest. Haven't heard a good one from him in a while, so I will put it in B. Let's keep on moving along, because we still have a lot more left. So Imperial Triumphant, Gold Star. It didn't do much for me. I listened to it multiple times, and just, nah. Didn't hate it. Didn't like it. It's kind of meh. Next we have Japanese Breakfast for melancholy brunettes and sad women, and for me apparently, because I did really like it. Not enough to make it into my top 15 or anything like that, but I did really think it was good, and that's saying something for me because Jubilee I just didn't get into, so this was my first Japanese Breakfast one I did get into, so put it in A. Next we have Lordi Limited Edition. Never listened to the Lordi album before, but I was surprised by it. I thought there's some good tracks on it. Vocals are kind of rough, but I think it's meant to be. It's like horror, not horrorcore like the hip hop horror stuff, but like horror rock stuff. So I thought it was cool and campy and funny, and yeah, so I was cool with it. I thought it was good, so I'll put it in B. Alright, next we have Alice Across the Union Station, Arcadia. Pretty disappointed with this one. I mean, I didn't think, I mean, bluegrass, I mean, unless it's super boring, it's kind of hard to make it bad to me. I just find their instrumentation is always pretty good. But it didn't do much for me. Nothing really stood out besides like one track. And it feels weird when I'm not even going to say his name, but one of the big members is gone from the band now and went solo. So it kind of feels weird. So I'm going to put it in the C. I'm just kind of meh on that one as well. Alright, now we have Backwash, Only Dust Remains. Very different, kind of like how we're clipping, changing it up. Not into as much noisy, kind of distorted, almost like horror stuff going on with previous albums. This time Backwash is doing like more of a, to me, more traditional hip-hop kind of stuff, but still out there and experimental, but I loved it, and over time it kept growing on me enough to where I'm going to put it in the A+ category. Alright, next we have Deaf Heaven, Lonely People with Power. Can't speak. Lonely People with Power. I want to like this one a lot more than I did, and a lot of people all have it on their like high up on their year-end list and everything. It just did not do much for me, so not bad, not good, really, to me either. So it's in the meh. I know that one's going to be could be a problem for some people, but just speaking what I feel. Now Lucy Dacus, Forever Is a Feeling. She did have one of my favorite songs of the year. There's a couple other ones I really like on it, but the same kind of thing. I was kind of like, the rest of it just doesn't do much for me. I'm kind of eh. I'll stick with some of the songs from it, but not the whole. So C for that one as well. Mumford & Sons, Rush Mirror. I used to be a huge Mumford & Sons fan, but ever since Delta, I just haven't really felt much with them. And this kind of continues on there. Even though I do think this is better than Delta, it's still kind of like a nothing burger for me. So it's kind of mad for me. So let's see. It's not bad. It's not good. Perfume Genius, Glory. This one, I probably could put this one in a C as well, but there's so many good enough tracks. I feel like a B is appropriate. So I'll put it there as well. On the B. Alright, spelling, Portrait of My Heart. This is my first one I've really gotten into with spelling, to be honest. Her last one, Turning Wheel, what it's called. Everybody was talking about that one. I listened to it a couple times, but it didn't do much for me. This one, more rock oriented, so I thought it was pretty good. It had a lot of good tracks on it. And I like that remix off of, I can't remember the song, but she did one with YS Blood on it, and I thought that was good as well, both versions. So I'll put that at A as well. There we go. Alright, so Skrillex. Fuck you, Skrillex. You think you're Andy Warhol, but you're not. Funny title, but to me, that's the best thing about this album. It's not bad, not good. Into the Sea. It's kind of like meh. I just got this album today on vinyl, so that should tell you what I think about this one. But I've never been a Black Country New Road guy, but this album won me over big time. I've spoken about it a lot, so I'm not going to speak too much on it. But yeah, it was in my top 3 albums of the year, so A+. Alright, we got Jane Remover, Revenge Seekers. I liked this one a lot more when I first heard it, but over time it did fall off for me. Not enough to make it into a C category, but I am going to put it in the B. That could be a point of contention for some people as well. So, alright, Scowl. Are We All Angels? Yeah, this one also kind of like whatever. So I think there's a couple tracks I liked off of it, but I feel like I'm just going to keep repeating myself in the next couple ones. So same thing for Sleigh Bells, Funky Becky, Birthday Boy. I like that one, but yeah, this. I think there's a couple on I like, but it was mostly just whatever. All right. Bon Iver, Sable Fable. Listened to it again today. Still feel the same about it. It's not ever been able to get into a Bon Iver album, to be honest. I like a few, mostly features. I like some of its features, but not really the band stuff. So C for it as well. Not bad though. Alright, Hawkwind. There's No Space for Us. My first Hawkwind album. Pretty impressed for a space rock band. As long as they've been around, I thought it was good. We'll put it in a B. I thought it was not bad at all. Alright. They're pretty even there. So apparently it's either good or mid for me. Mostly. Alright, Julian Baker and Torres, Send a Prayer My Way, country album. I thought it was going to be my country album of the year, and well, to be honest with you, it is. I think it is. But it grew off of me, so I think I was thinking it's going to be an A album, but it's not for me. It's going to be, but it has some really strong tracks off of it. No Desert Flower was one of my favorite songs of the year. Dirt's really good. Tuesday as well. Alright, next we have Natalia Lafourcade, Cancionera. My favorite tracks off of this one was actually the instrumental pieces, but there's a couple of them where vocals I thought were good as well. But it doesn't go too much above good, so I'm just going to put it in the B category for me. But it's probably my first one by her that I've really been into. Alright, so we have Deerhoof, Noble and Godlike and Ruin. Really weird album. But I like the twists and turns in it. I've never really have listened to an album by them before, but I thought it was good though. I'm going to put it in B as well. Samantha Fish, Paper Doll. First album for her as well. I liked her vocals. I was listening to it. I was like, wow, this is good. And then I was like, started hearing some of the instrumentation. And I was like, man, her backing band is really good. But come to find out, she's the one doing the guitar work on this thing, which I thought was killer. So she's both. So she's a badass blues guitarist. So I did not know that about her, so I'm putting her in B though, because I thought it was good. There's some slow moments in it, but it's a good album. Samia Bloodless. This one grew on me over time. At first, I thought it was just good, but I thought it was really good. I thought it was great, to be honest. So, some weird production choices and uh, weird ways of ending some songs. Strange lyrics. So I put it in A. I enjoyed it. Alright, next we have Sumac and More Mother, the film. I re-listened to this recently, and I did bring it up from where I had it. Because I think I really got burned out by More Mother last year. I was trying to really get into the album that, I believe it was last year, that she had put out with somebody else. But, yeah, I think it's just that bias right now that the style that they do. So I was kind of like, ugh. But a lot of the guitar work kind of saved it for me from an F to a D. So I won't put it in D. I did not like it. Bagger Boys, opposite. So, well, not really opposite. To a higher degree than this. I thought Bagger Boys was going to be a C album for me. I couldn't really get into it. But I eventually did. And man, it was pretty high up for me. I thought it was pretty good. You Need Me is probably my favorite track from it. River King's really good as well. Man Made of Meat. Bog Body. There's some really catchy, punky tracks off of this thing. So I'll put it A. Blonde Shell, If You Asked for a Picture. Really like the last Blonde Shell album, but this one I just could not get into. I don't think it's bad though. I'll put it in C. Wow, we're at 44. We got a long way to go still. So, more water for me. Alright, Car Seat Headrest, The Scholars. Bloated. Good, and it kept growing on me, but bloated. So, could do with some trimming, but I'll put it in the B category. Alright, next we have Jenny Haval, Iris Silver Mist. I kind of liked this one more when I first heard it, but over time it grew off of me as well. Some weird sonicscapes on this one. I thought that part's good, but just I don't know, it could not hold my attention. Some really short stuff on her too. Next, Model Actress Pirouette. This one kept growing on me over the time out of the year. I thought it was good. I think I kind of liked the last album as well, but this one I think I like better. So, with tracks like Diva and Doves, I thought it was good. So I'll put it in A. I love some post-punk anyway. So, alright, Billy Woods. I heard the title of this is a racial term, so I'm not going to say it. But here it is. I re-listened to it again today, hoping that would change, but I just couldn't get into it. Didn't hate it. Didn't like it really either. Just there. Couldn't find good album art for this one, but this will pop up on Spotify usually. Kali Uchis, Sincerely. There's some really good tracks off of this one, but there's some that kind of bog it down too. All I Can Say I Love that one. Silk Lingerie is good. Put it there. Alright, Pink Pantheress. Fancy that. Love this album. Short, sweet, really catchy. I highly recommend it. A+. Yeah. Artist keep watching out for. Sleep Token. Did not hate this one as much as a lot of people. Even in Arcadia. I didn't like it as much as their last one, but I did think there was some good moments to it. Some good songs I keep wanting to come back to. And, a lot of the same elements as their last one that I still kind of like. So I'm fine with all this stuff. They're overhated. I'll put it in B. Amine, 13 Months of Sunshine. really just one song I like off of this one. Most of it, I just kind of just like, ugh, I don't want to hear it no more. So I'll put this in D, because that one's worse to me than just bland. I mean, bland is bad too, but this one's like if I had to, like, okay, I'm gonna listen to Horse Girl or the Mine, I'm like, ugh, I'd rather listen to Horse Girl. Uh, this is how I feel about all these ones on the C-Row. I'd rather listen to them before that. Next was a new one for me. Somebody recommended them to me. The Callous Cowboys, I Don't Want to See You in Heaven. Pretty fun album. I think if I spent more time with it, it might grow. But from what I listened to, I thought it was good. I'll put it in B. Morgan Wallen, I'm the Problem. There's a few tracks I did like on it, more than a lot of people. Way too long. And a lot of terrible tracks on it too, so not one I want to hear again, to be honest. So I'll put that in D. I'm sure there's people like, what is an F then? Yeah. Morcheeba, Escape the Chaos. My first time listening to a full Morcheeba album. I think I've heard some tracks over the years. Trip Hop. Group. The title track's really good. Just reading it popped in my head immediately. There's some good tracks on it. I think it's mostly a good album, so I'll put it to B. Keep it fair. Alright, Sparks, Mad. This one kept growing on me over the year. Janson Backpack, and man, there's a lot of good songs off of this one. So I don't love it to A+ level, but I do think it's A. It's pretty good, as long as they've been around too. It's pretty good. Alright, A$AP Rock, Black Hole Superette. Besides Snell X, I mean, most everything is just kind of like whatever. Let's see. Buddhist Band, 7. First time I ever heard of them too, but pretty good instrumental rock. I thought was good, jazzy rock kind of stuff. So yeah, it's good stuff. Put it in the B. All right, Caroline 2. I didn't give this too many listens. I heard about it late. So, but what I heard, I did think was good. So I'll put it in B. Miley Cyrus, Something Beautiful. Over time, it kind of fell for me some. I really do like the title track, and there's some, to be honest, my 2 other favorite parts of this album is the interludes. 2 interludes I really liked a lot. So production stuff was really good. But there's a few that kind of fall off for me, so I'll put this in B. It could be her best album, though, to be honest. I've heard that a lot, and I kind of agree with it. Shura, I Got Too Sad for My Friends. Well, there's a couple tracks on this. I think mostly it's a kind of a nothing burger, so I'll put it in C as well. Swan's Birthing. Too long, too bloated. Could be trimmed down, could be a lot better, but for what it is, I know it's the end of their big sound stuff. I've heard better from them. I have heard everything by them. Addison Ray Addison. Not as bad as I thought it was going to be. And, you know, I know a lot of people praise it, but, I mean, there's like one track I think I really saved from it. The rest of it is just kind of like, eh. So I'll put it in C. Didn't love it as much as everybody else. Hayden Pettigo, I Won't Be Waving As You Drive By. It grew on me a little. Great guitar sounds on this one. I do think it's good, so I'll put it in B. Alright, next we have Jane Patnia, brand new artist for me I've never heard of before. Millions of Years of Longing, and it grew on me a lot. I think for me as an artist to look out for as well. The synth work, I think she describes it as like electronic jazz. I could see that, and I think it's cool. and her voice is really good too, and the lyrics and very quirky ideas. So putting this at A plus. I love this thing. I thought it was really good. Recommended it a lot. Check it out. Lil Wayne, the opposite. I recommend not listening to this one. This was total dog crap. Kind of embarrassed by that one, so I put an F. Lil Sims, Lotus. This one grew on me too. To be honest, I think a couple of days ago I would probably put this in a B, but it grew on me enough to be going to the A, and that's where I'm going to put it. This one was a surprise for me too. This at first I was going to say was a disappointment to me. I thought it was not as good as her last album. It was a bit too poppy for me. And while there's still some tracks that are still growing for me, I thought I do like them enough from where I was that I do think it's a great album. So I'm putting Marina. I'm a huge Marina fan, by the way, into A plus. So that's probably skewing a lot of my taste on this one. Because I became a big fan over the last couple of years. McKinley Dixon, Magic Alive. This is probably going to sound like a hypocrisy, or not hypocrisy, but like, because I've heard a lot of hate on the Marina album and a lot of love for McKinley Dixon, but I just still can't get into McKinley Dixon. I don't know why. There's like, I can acknowledge the good jazz stuff in it and his rapping and lyrics and everything, but it just doesn't catch me. So I put it in the B. It's a good album though. Just not what I love and want to go back to a lot. Mother Nostalgia. This one surprised me as well. Fun, quirky, surprising songs like Finger and stuff like that. Like, weird, but I do like it. There are some that kind of bog it down from an A, so I'll put it in B. Next we have Pulp More. A big surprise comeback album for Pulp. I haven't heard a Pulp record in a while, so this was pretty good. So I'll put it in a B as well. B is probably going to start overflowing again soon. King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, Phantom Island. That's a C for me. They put so much stuff out. Kind of hard to keep up with. Oh, I think I got something out of order here. I did. I skipped Turnstile. Never Enough. But Never Enough is supposed to be in B anyway, so I'll put that in the right spot. But I did like that one. I just didn't like it as much as Glow On. So I'll just say that. I do like Birds a lot. And there's a couple other tracks I like a lot. But rightfully put Phantom Island there. And C. Question is, am I going to drink all this water before I'm done? Possibly. My voice is already getting raspy. Alright, next we have, I guess you pronounce it like Aich. The album's called 4. This is total crap. Yeah. Put it right next to Wayne. Embarrassing. Ashamed of yourself. Terrible. To me, at least. Haim. I Quit. Never really been a Haim person. This was okay, though. So I'll put it in C. James McMurtry, The Black Dog and the Wandering Boy. There's some really good tracks off of this, but there's some other ones I just couldn't get into. So I'll put this on C as well. Tropical Fuckstorm, Fairline Codex. This one grew for me some. It was like probably a C, but I'll put it in B. I thought it had some good tracks off of it. I know a lot of people love it, but I'm not quite there. Maybe it'll grow. Youngblood Idols. Meh. Not terrible. BC Camplight, A Sober Conversation. Really like the song with Abigail Morris from The Last Dinner Party, if that's the right name. Hopefully that's the right name. There's another track on there I like too, but mostly this album is kind of like, does nothing for me. Lord Virgin, this one too. There's some stuff on it I do like, some production stuff I do like, but overall, it's kind of let down for me, so I'll put it in C as well. Willie Carlisle, Winged Victory. Nowhere near as good as Critter Land, which I would say probably is an A-level album. So this one's a C for me. Some of the tracks that a lot of people like, I was kind of cringe for me, at least. JID, God Does Like Ugly. There's good stuff off of this one. I like the one with Sierra, the one with Clips. There's some good stuff on this one. Um, do I like it as much as Forever Story? Probably not. I'll put it in B. Clips Let God Sort 'Em Out. Yeah, I've never been a Clips guy. Pusha T, I've liked some of his stuff, but not a lot. This is the first time it really clicked with me. The Birds Don't Sing, I love that one. I've spoken on that one at length. Chains and Whips is really good. Blanking on the name, but there's a couple other ones I thought. Pretty much the whole thing is pretty good, and it did grow on me some. I think I was kind of being like going against the grain and was thinking of the B album the whole year, but kept really listening to it, and it grew to an A, so I'll put it in the A section. Alright, Wet Leg Moisturizer. This one I thought was really good. I did not listen besides one song from the last album, but I really listened to that one. I thought it was good too, but this one kept growing on me, and there's so many good tracks, and Kicky and the Teeth tracks I thought was good. So, Catch These Fists, CPR, Davina, I'm forgetting the name, Davina something. So, A+, really good album. Cam, All Things Light, disappointing for me. Some good stuff on it, but mostly is kind of nothing. See, Slaughter to Prevail, Grizzly. Never really heard an album by them before. I really like the one with Baby Metal on this album. There's a couple of other ones like the Ronnie Radke one. I don't know, it wasn't that bad, but to be honest, it kind of surprised me a lot of stuff. And there was like one that was like in Spanish too. So I don't know. I put it in B. I thought there's more good than not on it. Tyler the Creator, Don't Tap the Glass. Just re-listen to it again. Short, dancey, way different than Chromacopia. But it did fall off a little bit for me from A to a B. Next we have Buddy Guy, Ain't Done With The Blues. There's a couple tracks I like on this one, but overall it's also kind of like, whatever. So I'll put it in the C. Freddie Gibbs and Alchemist, Alfredo 2. Never listened to Alfredo 1. That might skew or change how I think about it, but based off of it, there's some good stuff on it, but it kind of fell off for me over the year. I'm going to put it in B as well. So, alright, so Quedeca. Vanishing Horizon Scraper. I don't know if you can see it in the background of my. Yeah, it's in the background behind me, but I got that one today. That should tell you it's in my top 3 albums of the year. I don't know if that should tell you or not, but yeah, if I'm gonna buy like stuff, I'm usually gonna buy my A+ album, so it's an A+. Love this thing. Concept album, cool features from Maruja and Danny Brown. Cool instrumentation. Had my favorite song of the year on it as well. So Quedeca nabbed both spots for me. Yeah, A+, super high recommendation to check it out if you haven't. Next we had Tyler Childers, Snipe Hunter. This one grew on me. At first I was kind of like really putting it in the C, but it grew up to a B for me. Biting List is funny. There's a couple other ones I thought, was it Nose on the Grindstone or something? It was good as well. Baby Tron, Luca Tronsic 2. Can join Lil Wayne and H at the bottom. It's terrible album. Shame. Amaray, Black Star. Didn't love it as much as Fountain Baby from a couple years ago, I believe. I'm just going to say that, but I don't know if that's true. But yeah, the last album, I liked it a lot more. The last one. So this one had a couple on it. The one Pink Panthers is good. The track. There's a couple other ones I thought was good, but overall I just kind of was about whatever. So see. Ethel Cain, Willoughby Tucker, I'll Always Love You. I like this one a lot better than, or not a lot better, but I do like it better than Perverts. But I'm still struggling getting into Ethel Cain. There's a few tracks I did like from it though, so I saved those. But I will put it in the C. It still just didn't do it for me. Maybe next album. Nina Geraci, I Love My Computer, debut album. Loved it. iPod Touch is great. A lot of the songs great. There's so many great songs off of this one. Keeps You Moving. Going to the A row. Next Eclipse. Alright, Alison Goldfrapp. So I've heard some Goldfrapp stuff in the past, but never heard solo stuff from Alison before. So this is the album called Flux. Maybe it's because I heard Goldfrapp some and I thought some of their tracks was cool. This one was nothing for me, so yeah, I kind of despise it. But don't hate it. So I'll put it in D. It's bad. Not terrible. Cass McCombs, Interior, Live Oak. I think this one is kind of like some really good stuff off of it, and there's some of it that's kind of this background music for me. So I do like it, but I don't love it. So I'll put it in B. Chevelle Bride is Blasphemy. Boring, not terrible. C. Dijon Baby. Can't get into Dijon yet. I know everybody's really hyping them up, but I just can't do it yet. I'm hoping I will eventually, but right now it's going to C for me. I was kind of whatever. Joey Valence Bray, Hyper Youth. Yeah, I like the one with like JP Mafia and Rebecca Black. There's some good stuff off of it. Re-listened to it recently. I don't love it, but I do like it. I think it's good. B. Alright, we're number 100. Only a few more to go. I might make it. Molly Tuttle, So Long Little Miss Sunshine. This album kind of surprised me. I don't love it, but I do like it. And I like the cover of I Love It by Icona Pop, featuring Charlie XCX. Not on her version, but on the original. Charlie wrote it, I believe, too. But yeah, it was a different way of doing that song. It was good. There's some other tracks I like on it, too, so I'll put it in B. Interesting artist. Ava Max, Don't Click Play. I think it is a good recommendation. Not terrible if you did, but not good. Expect a bumpy ride. Deftones, Private Music. Kept growing on me. Big comeback after 5 years. I mean, it's not big as like Clips or anything, but still. Yeah, I liked it a lot. So, in the A it goes. Alright. Yeah, some good tracks off of that one. Voice is kind of fading out though, so I'm going to keep on going. Earl Sweatshirt, Live, Laugh, Love. Still can't get into Earl. Just can't get into Earl yet. This one did not do it for me. A terrible title of a song too. Or album. La Fée, Matter of Time. Kind of went down for me over time. Even though I did kind of like that last track on it. It's still kind of C with Earl. Nursed by Time, The Passionate Ones. It did grow on me some, and this is the first album I could say I thought was good by Nursed by Time. So I will put it in the B. I was surprised. Somber, I Barely Know Her. Debut album for this guy as well, but I do think it's good. Some of it's a little samey, but I do think it's good, especially for like a first track. And there's a lot of good singles off of it or songs off of it. Wolf Alice, The Clearing. Great vocals, great songs. Didn't love it, did like it. Goes in the B. Hayley Williams, Ego Death at a Bachelorette Party. Thought I would like this one a lot more than I did. I kept going back and forth with it, to be honest, because with Paramore, they had my 2023 favorite album of the year. But this one, I just have not been able to get into her solo's work, but this one is good. I do think it's good. And there's some tracks on there I still go back to and I did save. Um, Discovery Channel and True Believer, stuff like that. Bertazepine. So, and the B, it goes. The Beaches, No Hard Feelings. Yep, no hard feelings to you, but I did not like your album. So D. Yeah, not good. CMAT, Euro Country. A lot of people are hyping this up all of a sudden. I heard it. It was like one of my random picks I do. Nobody was talking about it, and all of a sudden, I never heard CMAT before. Then everybody started talking about it. But it did not do much for me. It's kind of just like there. So let's see. All right, we had the Hives Forever, Forever the Hives. People were kind of pumping this one up too, but I just thought it was just couldn't do anything for me, and not like some of the old stuff from back in the day. Joey Badass, Lonely at the Top. A couple of tracks I liked, but mostly is nothing. So, let's see. Sabrina Carpenter, Man's Best Friend. Manchild is growing on me some, but it's not great, really. House Tour, I think it grew on me some on that song, to be honest. Her vocals are really good on it, and I don't know, it's just some cheesy, horny kind of song, but overall, not as good as her last album. So let's see. A lot of dispute. No one was driving the car. I keep going back and forth on this one too. I think it was a C at one point. Now I went to an A, and now I'm back to a B. So B it goes. Suede, Antidepressants. This one kind of went down for me a little bit because I had it in A when it first came out. It came out like right at a good time for me because I was doing a deep dive of the material, and at the time I thought it was great. But I do think it's good. It went down a little bit, but I do think it's good. Haven't went back to it too much though. Horror, Tomorrow We Escape. It's a good track. So I like the one with Chelsea Wolfe, and there's a couple other ones I like on it. So I think overall it's a good album. Horror. Frost Children's Sister. Same thing I say about Horror, except for there's no Chelsea Wolfe feature. It probably would make it better, but some good tracks on it, but I did not like it as much as that one though. So I'm gonna put it in C category. Gorilla Toss, You're Weird Now. Pretty good album. I thought it was some catchy stuff on it. There's a few tracks where I was kind of like, but overall I think it was a good album, so I'll put it in B. Love that cover too, by the way. Jade, That Showbiz Baby. I keep hearing people hype this up too, but I just can't get into it. I actively dislike some of the songs on it, so D. Maruja, Pain to Power. Man, the vocals, the sax playing, the whole energy, the whole album is so good. It's going up to the A+ realm there. Boom. Maruja on her debut, killing it. Rustin Kelly, Pale, Through the Window. Disappointing album for me. There's a few tracks I really do like and to go back to, but overall, I didn't like it as much as, Search and Destroy and blanking on the one before that. But I like that, and even The Warning was better than this one. So I'm gonna put this one in C as well. 21 Pilots, Breach. People have been talking about this one too a lot in a good way, but I like Clancy better than this one, to be honest. But there are some good tracks on it. Yeah, I'm gonna put it in the B category. I don't like Drum Show as much as other people do. I do like it, but I don't like it as much. There's a couple other tracks too I just couldn't really get into. I used to be a pretty big 21 Pilots fan. Skill and Nicey kind of destroyed me though. Couldn't stand that album. besides a couple tracks. I had Cardiac LSD. I just couldn't get it. I thought this one was actively annoying to me. Yeah, so this was a D. I thought it was annoying. I do not want to hear this one again. Wednesday Bleeds. Yeah, I probably like this one as much as Rat Salt God, to be honest. I thought it was some good tracks on it. Pick Up That Knife, I believe. But um, uh, Fish Pepsi, Mulberry Wine. Yeah, it's good stuff on it. So I'll put it in B. Amanda Shires, Nobody's Girl. I don't even think I listened to the Jason Isbell album from this year, but Nobody's Girl just didn't do it for me. I do think the cover is beautiful, though, but yeah, it's a no for me on this album. I think it's just there. Doja Cat B, some fun 80s stuff on it. I wish people would have given it more of a shot. I mean, and I don't love it or anything, but I do think it's good. So I'm gonna put it in B. Alright, Geese Getting Killed. It's probably, I mean, I can't say I'm really big into this one yet still. Like a lot of people have it probably in their A or A plus area, but I'll put it in B. There's some good stuff on it, but still not a Geese guy yet, I would say. Jeff Tweedy, Twilight Override is like 3 album or triple album thing. So it's a little much. There's some good stuff on it, but it's a little much. So I'll put it in C. It's not good, not bad. Alright, Nico Case, Dion Gray, Midnight Green. Not bad, but not good. C. Olivia Dean, Dardo Loving. This one grew on me. I think it was a C at one point, but now it's a B for me. It's good songs off of it. White Reaper, Only Slightly Empty. Ugh, how about this one? Let's scroll down like that. Alright, so yeah, this one's a good album. Sorry, my voice is kind of going out, so I will have to go through these pretty quick. Agriculture to Spiritual Sound. It grew on me as well. Some good stuff. It was like loud, but sometimes it's soft. It was back and forth. I thought it was good. And I think it keeps on getting better more and more I listen to it. Okay, Snooper, Worldwide, or Worldwide. It's just there. Let's see. Taylor Swift, Life of a Showgirl. The Fate of Ophelia, I think, kind of saves it for being an F album. And I was really disappointed with the one with Sabrina Carpenter, too. And there's a couple other tracks I don't think are bad, but there's some really terrible songs off of this one as well. So I'll give it a D. I'd go back to that before I go to any of these F ones. Upchuck, I'm Nice Now. Yeah, this was a surprise for me, punk album. I liked it. There's some good stuff off of that as well. The Last Dinner Party from the Pyre. Not as good as their debut, but I did really like that one a lot, so I'll put that one to A. Big Last Dinner Party fan here. They have an album of the year last year. The Lemonheads, Love Chant. Nah, whatever. See. Sudan Archives, the BPM. That was good, not great. A few tracks on her sticky though. Tame Impala, Deadbeat. Besides a couple of tracks, I thought this one was a nothing burger as well, so I'll put this in D next to Taylor. Mon Laferte, Femme Fatale. It's good. I think I haven't had too much time to spend with it, to be honest with you, but I'll put it in B right now. That might be the case with the next couple, to be honest. These are more of the newer ones. So Anna von Hauswolf, Iconoclast. There's some good sax work on this one too. A lot of good ideas. Probably the first time I've really gotten into by her, so I'll put it in B. That's some good stuff. Chop Pile and Hayden Pettigo. Unlikely team up to me. I would never have put those two together. Interesting cover as well. But this was good. Some good instrumentation on this. I'll put it in B as well. Creeper. I don't know how to say this word. Sanguivore 2, Mistress of Death. I wanted to like this one more than I did. And I think it kind of started off strong, but it kind of fell off for me. So I'll put it in C. Florence and the Machine, Everybody Scream. Love that title track. There's a couple other songs I like off of it too, but overall it didn't really do much for me. So C. Snowcaps, 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 C. Just there. Great Grandpa was a really recent addition because I heard this one after I can't remember what video was on there. But anyway, another YouTuber recommended them, and it was high up in their and lists and everything. And I was pleasantly surprised by them. I was like, okay, this is good stuff. Really great stuff, to be honest. I will put them up in A. I was really shocked how good that was. Ali X, Happiness Is Gonna Get You. A lot of hate for this one, but I really liked it. Maybe it's kind of like a Marina factor to it. I really liked your last one as well, but A+ album for me. Arm & Hammer, The Alchemist Mercy. Boring, but not bad. C for me. Danny Brown, Stardust. Well, not all the experimentation works. I think a lot of it does. So, and it's enjoyable mostly. So I'll give it a B. Portugal the Man, Shish. I thought it was surprisingly good, to be honest. I'll put it in B as well. Rosalia Lux. That album should be on the way. It's an A+ album. Damn good. If you haven't heard it, please listen to it. A+ album there. Beautiful voice, beautiful string work. Cheap Trick. All Washed Up. People really should not name albums like that. And it's just kind of mad for me. See. FKA Twigs, Afterglow. This was not good, not needed. Not terrible, but not good either. So D. De La Soul, Cabin in the Sky. Send off to Dave. Yeah, there's some good stuff. It kind of grew on me. There's some cheesy stuff to it that have kind of grown on me as well. So I'll put it in B. Window Tricks, Point Never. Tranquilizer. I could use this one for studying or like background stuff, but I do think it's good for that. B. Rap Ferreira and Kenny Segal, Kenny Siegel, unless I haven't really spent enough time with this one, to be honest. So the Night Green side of it, but right now I'm not liking it. It's kind of annoying to me. Redville, Sankofa. And it's gone off the C's over, but oh well. I haven't spent that much time with it, so, but I'm just thinking it's whatever. Last two, Nas and DJ Premier, Light Years. I really thought this one was good. I thought it was a really good album, so I'm going to put this in A. I wonder how I'm going to be able to do that. There we go. Yeah, good stuff. A lot of times people say that Nas doesn't miss, so I don't know if that's true or not. I don't want to do a deep dive, but this one was pretty good. Some really good tracks off of it. Navy Blue, The Sword and Soaring. I haven't heard a Navy Blue album before, but this one was impressive to me. It's great production on it. How am I going to get that up in an A? But, okay, maybe I can just put it in just C temporarily, and then move it to A. There we go. Boom. So that's what we got. So that's 10 albums at A+. Yeah, we got not that many A's, a lot of B's, a lot of C's. A few, or a lot, I mean not a lot, but some D's and a few F's. So, look it over. Alright, so yeah, let me know what you think in the comments below. Am I full of crap on some of these, or some of these really good choices? I'm in the middle on some of them. Like and subscribe, comment below. Like I said, hit the bell. Sorry, my voice is going out. Share, help me get my subscriptions up. We'll see you tomorrow, which is next year, for another song of the day, and continue on our musical discovery. Have a good night. Bye.